Why are so many people skipping Frisco, Texas, Prosper, Texas, Salina, Texas, and moving to Lavon, Texas? Today I'm going to take you inside Elevon community, which is in Lavon, Texas, and you're going to see that you can get the same resort style amenities out here that you can get in Frisco, Salina, and Prosper at a fraction of the cost that you can get in those communities there. So come with me, let's take a look at some homes out here in Elevon community. All right, so I'm headed out here to Elevon community. The homes we're gonna look at today, they are by HistoryMaker Homes. I'm gonna turn the camera around and you can take a look at the two model homes I have here. But I got an email from the sales rep that they've got 8 new move-in ready homes out here in this location. And right here is just one of their model homes that they have. And right next door is their other model home. But like I said, they have 8 move-in ready homes. They've got a great incentive package. So if you're looking for a new house in the Lavon, Texas area, stick with me. We're gonna go take a look at a couple of homes here, and maybe that'll keep you from going out to Frisco, Salina, and Prosper and paying more for a house, that you can get the same resort style amenities out here in Lavon, Texas. Come on. All right, before we go take a look at some of the completed homes, let's take a look at this model home right here. This one I just showed you earlier. It's right here behind me. This is the Sweetwater plan. Now this model home is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, but after talking with the sales rep, they are going to convert that now. Moving forward, the Sweetwater is going to be a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, around 2,700 square feet. So let's go inside and take a look at this one.
Front door.
All right, so the first you're going to notice when you first walk in here is look how wide this entry is. You know, so many homes have these really small, narrow entries. Not this one. Very wide open. As you first step in, you're going to have obviously your garage is going to be right here. You've got your laundry room. You've got this little mud room here, so that way you can kick your shoes off on those rainy days where you're not trekking in mud or water through the house, which is really nice. And I do like the fact that they've separated this out to where you don't have the dining and living area just roll right into one. They do have it separated out, so that's really nice. Obviously your TV would go up on that wall there. A lot of windows here, natural light coming in. Like I said, you do have this separate space here for your dining. You know, I know a lot of people don't use formal dinings anymore, but it's a great place to have family gatherings. This one does have gas. And like all my other videos, one of my favorite things in the kitchen is the single bowl sink. So awesome. So step around here. This is going to be the half bath. And this is your office. So if you work from home or you bring work home, you got a space here where you can just kind of relax, kick back, and do your homework at your own leisure. All right, so when you first step up, you've got this landing space right here, which I love that builders are doing this now. It's a great space to just turn it into a media room, game room, study room, whatever you want to use it for. Now, in this particular house right here, all the bedrooms are upstairs. So I need to get with the sales rep to find out if they're going to have a bedroom downstairs when they turn this into a 5-bedroom versus a 4. But just for right now, I mean, look how big this room is. Obviously, they got this one as a /study workout room, looks like. You've got a good sized closet right here. So you got plenty of space for your clothes, any kind of storage. Full bathroom with a double vanity sink. Nice and spacious. Coming out into the bedroom. And let's see here, see what this closet looks like. Yeah, another good sized closet. It's not tiny by any stretch of the imagination. We'll come around the corner. Oh, we've already looked at these three. My apologies. All right, so come around to the primary bedroom. Very spacious. A lot of space in here. And that's a good sized bed. And you got plenty of space on both sides for your nightstands. You got plenty of space between your bed and the dresser. Awesome. And we step into the primary bathroom. Again, with the double vanity sink. This one just has the shower. There's no tub. This will be your linen closet. And we'll step around to your closet. Oh, wow. It's a pretty deep closet. That's a big closet, huge. Hope you can see how big this is. It's a nice sized closet, very nice. All right, so that completes the model here. Like I said, I just wanted to show you this one here. Like I said, this one here is going to be a 5-bedroom, 3-bath moving forward. So obviously they're not going to build this. I'm assuming this layout again, since they're turning it into a 5-bedroom, but it's going to be around 2,700 square feet. So let's go take a look at some of these move-in ready homes that he's got on this list, and stay tuned with me at the very end, and we'll talk about pricing they've got going on and an incentive that they've got going on out here. And like always, I'll leave my number down below. If you had a question about this community or about this builder, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Shoot me a text, give me a call. I'll be more than happy to answer a question or help you find your new house. But let's go take a look at some homes by HistoryMaker Homes. All right, so here's the first house we're going to take a look at. It's going to be this one right here, right there behind me. And this house here is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2-car garage, 2-story home. So let's go inside and take a look. All right, so here you go. When you first walk in, right up to your right, you're going to have your laundry. I like the tile. And you've got your office space right off to the right when you walk in the door. So that way you're just kind of separated away from the rest of the house. So that way you can get your work done in quiet. You've got your half bath. Wide open space here. You do have patio cover here, so if you want to just kind of sit out after a long day of work, nice little drink, morning coffee, you got a place to do that. And we'll come around the corner. This is going to be your primary bedroom. And your primary bathroom. Again, this one has just the shower. And a good sized closet as well. All right, when you come up, again, you got this little landing space here. Now this is a little smaller than the last one we looked at. And I know it's only in the video, but for me, it's the little things. I mean, I know you can just see the handrail, but this thing is pretty sturdy. That's a pretty beefy handrail there. A lot of times you don't see that. They're just kind of, for lack of a better word, kind of dinky looking. But as you come around the corner here, you're going to have your first bedroom, your next, nice deep closet, so plenty of storage space. And then your last bedroom. That door there is going to go out to your attic space. So it does have a lock on it, so you can keep that thing locked. But again, here's the last bedroom. And again, with a nice deep closet. So pretty nice there. And then your bathroom. This one here does just have a single bowl sink. All right, so that's a tour of this house here. I know I went through that pretty quickly, but again, we're going to take a look at a couple more homes if we can. I just want to see the difference as far as what all is out here that you'd have availability for. Again, this one here was a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2-story, 2-car garage. Square footage on this one is 2,275 square feet. And we'll go over the pricing on these homes at the very end of the video. So stick with me and let's go see if we can take a look at a couple more homes. Come on. All right, so here's the next one we're gonna take a look at. You're right here behind me. And this one here is a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-story home. This one here is 2,426 square feet. So let's go inside and take a look at this one. All right, again, you've got a pretty wide entry as you come into this house here. Right off to your left, you're going to have your laundry. And again, you can use this as, this isn't built out like that one house we looked at was the mudroom, but you could use that, turn it into a mudroom. You've got a coat closet right there. Here's your living space. And again, this has a separate area there for your dining as well. And that's a huge sink. It's a big sink. Again, gas cooktop, gas oven. Here's your pantry. In the corner, you're going to have your full bathroom. I'm staying corrected. It's a full bath. You've got a bedroom out here. And let's look inside the closet. Okay, standard size closet. As you come around the corner, this is going to be your primary bedroom. You got a lot of natural light coming in. And this is going to be your closet space. Kind of a long closet versus deep. But still, plenty of storage space. And this one here does have a separate shower and tub. The last house we looked at only had the shower, Whereas here you do have separation there. So it's nice. So if you like to take and that's a big tub too. So you'd like to just kind of relax with a nice bubble bath, you have that option in this house. And then you've got just a shower as well. And again, the double vanity sink. All right, so let's head upstairs and see what the upstairs looks like. But here's another view of your kitchen, your living area. All right, again, when you come upstairs, you got this open space here. You could use whatever you want. Got bedroom number 1. Number 2. And again, with the deep closet, plenty of storage space there for your clothes and shoes, whatever. And the last bedroom, it's a good sized bedroom here. It's a good sized bedroom. Again with the deep closet. All right, so that wraps up this house here. Again, this one was a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-car garage, 2-story home, and the square footage on this one was 2,426 square feet. And I know we've looked at 3 homes already. All 3 of them are 2-story homes. We're gonna go look at one more house. It's gonna be a 1-story. And looks like he's got 2 on here. So we'll go take a look at a 1-story so that way you can take a look and see what the differences is between a 2-story and a 1-story. But again, these homes are by HistoryMaker Homes out here in Lavon, Texas. This is the Elevon community. Again, this is a master planned community. You're gonna have a resort style swimming pool, splash pad, pickleball court, walking, biking trails, fishing pond, dog park. Also, you're close to Lake Lavon, so if you like fishing or boating, you're not too far from Lake Lavon at all. And just for a little bit longer drive, probably 10-15 minutes, you're going to be at Lake Ray Hubbard, which is another lake there that you can go boating, fishing. They do have some shopping and dining right there on a place called the Harbor there at Lake Ray Hubbard. So anyway, we're going to go look at one more house. So stick with me, and at the end of the video, we'll go over the pricing for each one of these, as far as also the incentives that this builder is offering currently right now. So stick with me. Let's go look at one more house. All right, here's the last house we're going to take a look at. It's this one right here behind me. And this one here is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 1-story, 2-car garage. It is 2,186 square feet. So let's go inside and take a look. All right, so this door here, this door still needs to be finished, or stained if you want to call it that. So that's why it looks like it's just installed. But anyway. All right, so this is your entry when you walk in. And I've seen this house before, and it's a good looking layout. I think you're gonna like this one. So this is gonna be your front bedroom when you first walk in, off to your left. And the nice thing about this bedroom is it has its own bathroom. So that way, if you've got a family member living with you, mother, father, in-law, they've got their own bedroom, their own bathroom. As you step out, this one here does have, and you can use this either as a formal dining if you'd like, or as an office. They have it set up with the double doors, so more than likely it would be an office, because it's normally what you see on it with these double doors. But again, you could always turn this into a formal dining if you saw fit to do so. And as you come around the corner, As you walk in from the garage, you've got this little area here. Again, you can use this as a mudroom if you'd like. Got a bedroom here. And again, with the deep closets. Hopefully you've noticed that just about every closet we looked at, they're pretty deep closets. They're not small by any stretch of the imagination. Now, they're not overly large, but they're a good sized closet. All right, so now we're going to step into the living room, kitchen area. I mean, look how wide open that space is. That's a lot of space. You've got plenty of room to put your couch, chairs over here. If you wanted to put a dining table right here, you definitely could do that. Or again, you could use that space up front. That's either an office or dining room, whichever. You got plenty of countertop space. And you could use this little area over here as a coffee bar if you'd like, right here. And this is going to be your pantry. Again, you've got a gas cooktop, gas oven. And we'll step around. This is going to be your primary bedroom. Again, very spacious. And this one here does have a separate tub and shower, like the last two-story we looked at. So that's nice. And look how deep this closet space is. Look at this. You're gonna have plenty of room there for your clothes, your shoes, any kind of storage you might want to have. You've got plenty of space for that. So really nice space there. And again, you're gonna have the double vanity sink here in the primary. So that way, when you're getting ready for the day, you're not bumping into each other. You got plenty of space to both get ready for the day. That's a pretty good sized tub also. Not sure if you can really make it out, but that's a really good sized tub. All right, so that concludes the house tour out here. Again, this one was a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 1-story home, 2-car garage, 2,186 square feet. And I didn't tell you what the floor plans were on each one of these, but the very first house we looked at, not the model home, the first house we looked at, that was the Cedar. The second house we looked at, that was the Rayburn 3. This house that we're in, this is the Olive 3. And like I said, that first house, that house has been reduced from $386 to now $349,990. That second house we looked at, which was the 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,426 square feet, that one was $396,700. They now have reduced that to $364,990. And the house that we're in right now, this house was $425,000. It is now $403,990. And as far as the savings that they are, as far as the incentives that they have out here, right now they've got you can use up to $30,000. You can spend it however you want. So if you want to use it to buy down your interest rate, you can do that. If you want to use it to reduce the price of the house, I'm assuming you can do that as well, since it says use it any way you want. But the smart thing to do would be to buy down your interest rate. That way you're getting into a house with a very good interest rate, and that way it's going to knock your payment down. But again, that would be something that you'd want to discuss with their lender, the builder's lender. That way they would put you in whatever program is going to be best suited for your situation. But again, these homes are by HistoryMaker Homes, in the Lavon, Texas location, master planned community. And again, Lavon, Texas is a growing community out here. You know, they say that Salina, Texas is the fastest growing city in the Metroplex, and it very well may be, but you're going to pay for where everybody wants to be. So that's why I wanted to show this community, because you can get the same quality of home, actually probably on bigger lots, same resort style amenities out here in Lavon, Texas, for a fraction of the cost that you're going to pay for Prosper, Salina, Frisco, McKinney. So if you're looking for a new house and Lavon, Texas may be on your radar, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Give me a call, shoot me a text. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Be more than happy to help you find your new house, whether it's in this community or any community else in the DFW area. But again, this is Steve Layer, REMAX Realty. I'd love to help you find your new house in the DFW area. Y'all have a blessed day, everybody.